On February 21st of 2021, the police of Lancaster, Pennsylvania received a horrifying call from a teenage girl. She said that her name is Clair Miller and she had stabbed her 19-year-old sister to death while her family was asleep. It was a weird call. Usually the culprit would cover up their crime, coming up with stories like a robbery gone wrong or something to that effect. Claire wanted the authorities to know that it was she who stabbed her sister to death. The Mannheim Township police arrived at her home slightly after 1 a.m. The 14-year-old Claire was waiting for them outside, washing her bloody hands in the snow. She also had blood all over her pants. When police approached her, she just repeated, "I stabbed my sister," over and over again. She then led the police upstairs to her sister's room, and they found her sister, Helen, still lying on her bed with a bloody pillow over her head. When they removed the pillow, they saw a kitchen knife still lodged in her neck. Helen was unresponsive. The police tried to perform CPR at the scene, but it was already too late. The police directly arrested Claire at the scene and took her into custody. A coroner autopsy later revealed that Helen had been stabbed 7 times, 2 to the chest, 2 to the face and chin, and 2 to the neck, with the knife still embedded in her neck after the last stab. This must have been a horrible trauma for their parents, who were asleep while everything was happening. Imagine waking up to a reality that's worse than a nightmare. Clair Miller seemed to be the perfect kid. At home, she seemed to be a normal teenager. She often uploaded TikTok videos of her activities as a teenager. Funny videos of her dad and of the other members of her family, including her older sister, Helen, who suffered from cerebral palsy. Due to her illness, Helen had to use a wheelchair her whole life, and she was non-verbal for the most part. She was cared for by her loving parents. The sisters' relationship also seemed to be good. While there are siblings who hated each other, this was not the case with Claire and Helen. They loved each other. According to one of Claire's friends, would read to Helen, sing to her, and loved her the most. In a text message to one of her friends, Claire said about her sister, "I hate how people treat her, and I hate how she will spend most of her life in a nursing home. She never gets to have kids, if she wanted them. Most of my friends are uncomfortable when she's around them." Her school friends described her as driven, regimented, and intelligent. She won an award for respect and honesty and appeared happy, joyful, and helpful at school. She was also voted class president by her peers. She seemed like a normal teenager. So what was it that drove her to commit this horrible crime? Well, there are 2 theories. She was obsessed with murder, or she was having a psychotic break. Those were the theories argued by the prosecutor and defense attorney, respectively. Claire was still 14 when she committed the crime, and by the time the investigation finished and the court hearing started, earlier in 2022, she was still 16. Usually she would be tried as a juvenile. However, in Pennsylvania, all homicide charges automatically start in adult court, and the defendants are housed in adult prisons, no matter the age of the defendant. Defense attorneys must then petition the court to transfer the case to juvenile court, which focuses more on treatment and rehabilitation. Claire's defense attorneys argued that the homicide was caused by a psychotic break and that Claire was hallucinating. They said that the killing was not premeditated, as Claire had packed her lunch and backpack and set out her clothes and face mask for school the next day before logging onto a computer. It was only when she went to bed that the hallucination started, according to her attorney. A peer she was texting encouraged Claire via text to keep staring at the computer screen because if she looked away, she would see bad things, as stated by her attorney. Claire's defense claims that she wasn't in the right frame of mind when she killed her sister because she had been hearing voices that were telling her to kill herself. Her attorney says that when Claire turned the knife she was using to cause minor cuts on herself towards her sister, Helen, who has cerebral palsy, she actually thought she was stabbing the hallucination. Claire said, "I'm not evil, I'm just mentally ill." The defense explained that the first break was due to stress from school bullying, gender dysphoria, the COVID-19 pandemic, and adolescent brain development. According to her attorney, the pressure kept growing because she wanted everything to be perfect. Unfortunately, it wasn't, and she was unaware. They also pointed out that the wounds to the face were consistent with someone trying to stop a hallucination from repeatedly berating them. Meanwhile, the prosecutor argued that the wounds, all to vital parts, indicated that it was a controlled or intentional homicide. The cause? It was because she was obsessed with murders. The prosecutor said that Claire wouldn't engage with the therapists and was full of attention-seeking excuses for the horrifying murder of her helpless sister. Claire texted her friends after police said she killed her sister, telling them, "I'm sorry guys, I killed my sister." She also waited 6 minutes before calling 911, according to the prosecutor. They also refuted the claim of a psychotic episode, because in the weeks leading up to Helen's murder, Claire had been exchanging numerous text messages with her friend, fantasizing about the way she would like to commit murder and thoughts of self-harm. She admitted in other text messages that she felt urges to kill people. In one text message before the incident, she said that she refused to be treated by adults she did not know. She also revealed to her friend how it started with an urge to hurt animals, including her fish named Captain America. The thoughts evolved into regular fantasies about killing people through various means, including owning a hotel and torturing the guests, or drowning people in a pool with a thing that closes. In one text message introduced into testimony by prosecutors, Claire said, "I tried to kill my fish last night. I want to, on purpose. I tried all the time. Captain America is a victim. It's just like this gross validation I want, but I don't know how long I can stop myself." A psychiatrist acting as an expert witness for the prosecution also noted that Claire inconsistently reported her symptoms to the point where he could not give her a specific diagnosis. It opened up the possibility that she might be lying about her mental illness, although it's still up for debate. Claire's defense attorney argued that the inconsistency may be because after Claire was initially evaluated by another psychiatrist, her parents told her not to talk to anyone until they know what's going on. This also made her parents' position clear on this matter. They remained supportive of Claire and wanted her to get help through rehabilitation instead of incarceration. "We do not want to lose another child," said her parents. However, the evidence that was coming up in court was not in their favor. In one text message, Claire was seen standing in front of a mirror, shedding a single tear as she monologued about killing someone. "Damn, I'd be a good actor," Claire said, according to the text message. While under interrogation, Claire also made a statement to police officers that she didn't think her parents would like her liking the Halloween movie theme because she just Michael Myers'd her own sister. Myers is a fictional serial killer character from the movie Halloween who killed his older sister when he was a child. Also, after being brought a McDonald's breakfast while she was waiting to be arraigned, Claire said, "I would have killed someone sooner if I knew I was going to get McDonald's." The prosecutor argued that she said no remorse for the murder and is a threat to society. She should be tried as an adult and should stay in prison for a long time so she can't hurt more people. And the judge agreed with the prosecution. On July 2022, the judge ruled that Claire should be tried as an adult, because if she is to be tried as a juvenile, the maximum sentence is only until she's 21 years old. The judge felt that it was not enough time to rehabilitate Claire, so now Clair Miller could face 25 years up to life in prison, and the death penalty is on the table. Claire's TikTok went viral shortly after this case went public. People were looking for signs of the murder in her old TikTok videos. Her account has been deleted by TikTok due to multiple violations, but she had gained 20,000 followers and more than 1 million views before her account was deleted. What do you think about this case? What was it that drove a seemingly normal teenager to brutally murder her helpless sister? Was it really because of a psychotic episode, or was she just a psychopath looking to get high from murder? Or maybe it was something in between. Let us know in the comment section below. Press the like button and share if you like this video. Subscribe and follow this channel for more true crime stories. See you on another true crime video.